theory under which you were suing, the Alien Tort Claims Act. I actually said it slightly wrong when I introduced it, saying that anyone in the world can, on U.S. soil, sue an American. It's actually sue anyone in the world, right? But over what?
The statute is 200 years old. It permits an alien, someone not born in the United States, to sue for a violation of what's called the law of nations. The Supreme Court has said that the law of nations are those things that are universally accepted, have some specific content, and are requirements that are put on all nations, regardless of their willingness to abide by them.
This was to deal with piracy.
It's earlier, it dealt with piracy, and insults to diplomatic people were the earliest things that were recognized. But in a Supreme Court case called Sosa, the Supreme Court recognized that those things which are universally accepted has expanded: torture, crimes against humanity, genocide, and in this case, extrajudicial killing or summary execution.
What about the Torture Victim Protection Act?
There was a period of time after the beginning of the modern implementation of the Alien Tort Statute that it seemed like it wasn't clear that there would be that it would survive, that the modern use of the Alien Tort Statute would survive. And therefore, Congress passed the Torture Victim Protection Act, which covers only torture and summary execution or extrajudicial killing.
As we visited Ken Saro-Wiwa's parents in Ogoni land, hundreds of Ogoni people came out to greet us. And an Ogoni man stepped forward from the villagers there, and he began reciting the final speech of Ken Saro-Wiwa, made shortly before he was hanged.
I have no doubt at all about the ultimate success of my cause. No matter the trials and tribulations which I and those who believe with me may encounter on our journey, neither imprisonment nor death can stop our ultimate victory. I repeat, that we all stand before history. I and my colleagues are not the only ones on trial. Shell is here on trial, and it is as well that it is...
When we visited the parents of Ken Saro-Wiwa a few days before coming to Elijah Land, this man stood up and recited Saro-Wiwa's closing statement before the military tribunal that would ultimately hang him.
In my innocence of the foul charge I face here, in my utter conviction, I call upon the Ogoni people, the peoples of the Niger Delta, and the oppressed ethnic minorities of Nigeria to stand up now and fight fearlessly and peacefully for their rights. History is on their side. God is on their side.
Ken Saro-Wiwa's words, spoken by an Ogoni man in Ogoni land in 1998. The last public words of Ken Saro-Wiwa. He was hanged on November 10th, 1995. Judith Brown-Chomsky, this is a landmark settlement. Where do you go from here?
More cases. We're already working on what's called the apartheid cases, cases against companies that supported the apartheid regime in South Africa. And that'll be here in New York. We have individual cases against individual people who are involved in human rights abuses. But there's a lot of work for human rights lawyers, so there's no shortage of things to do.
The settlement, again, that has been reached, Wiwa versus Shell, $15.5 million, will end with Ken Saro-Wiwa's own words captured on videotape when he was alive, organizing in the Niger Delta.
Indigenous people have been cheated through laws such as are operated in Nigeria today, through political marginalization. They have driven certain people to death. In recovering the money that has been stolen from us, I do not want any blood spilt, not of an Ogoni man, not of any strangers amongst us. We are going to demand our rights peacefully, non-violently, and we shall win.
Ken Saro-Wiwa, executed November 10th, 1995, along with 8 other Ogoni rights activists. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. When we come back, we will look at health care. President Obama says it's #1 on his domestic agenda. We'll be speaking with the head of the California Nurses Association, Rose DeMoro, and Independent Senator Bernie Sanders. Stay with us.